A.K. Ramanujan, in his essay 300 Ramayanas, 5 examples and 3 thoughts on translations, narrates a folk tale about Hanuman who reached Patala to find out the lost ring of Rama. The king of spirits who lives in the netherworld presents a number of rings in a special plate to Hanuman. Hanuman got confused because all those rings belonged to Rama. Seeing this, the king of spirits said, "There are as many Ramas as there are rings on this platter. Whenever an incarnation of Rama is about to be over, his ring falls down, I collect and keep them. Now you can go." Like the rings of Rama, there are innumerable Ramayanas. There are multiple texts of the Ramayana in the written as well as in the oral traditions. All these are tributary rivulets entering the great river of Ramayana. Wayanad in Kerala is abound with rich oral stories of Rama told by tribes like Adiyas, Kuruchiyas, Mulluva Kurmas and Waynadan Chettis.
ഹലോ അതെ ആസീസാണ് എവിടുന്നാ വിളിക്കുന്നത്?
A few days ago, I had a phone call from Muttanga of Wayanad district. The call was from Ravuni Chetty, the leader of Wayanad Chetty community. He is the person who narrated to me a lot of stories of oral Ramayana during my research on different oral versions of Ramayana prevailing in Wayanad district. The Chettis of Wayanad believe that many stories of Ramayana are located in Wayanad. During the talk, he informed me of the temple festivals of Ponkuri and Alumkalam to be held on the very next day. Ponkuri and Alumkalam are 2 villages in Wayanad district. I have visited these places many times during my research days. On the invitation of Ravuni Chetty, I decided to attend the festival and visit the areas of Wayanad which I had visited during my research days. Alumkalam is an important center of worship to all classes like Waynadan Chettis, Katunayakar, Paniyar and Mulluva Kurmas. The tribal have a significant role in the festival held under this tree. They disguise as Lavakushas on the festival day. Each class of the tribal has its own belief and assumptions about Alumkalam. Many Dalit and tribal sects of Wayanad believe that many of the stories of Ramayana have taken place in Wayanad. As part of my research, I could collect a number of such oral stories. The interesting fact is that there are several places, not only in India, but in many parts of Asian countries also, that are supposed to be the locales of the same stories. What seemed most curious to me are the concepts and beliefs of Chettis in Wayanad. My next trip was to Ponkuri near Muttanga, which is so important according to their belief. It is believed here that goddess Sita, deserted by Sri Rama, finally reached Ponkuri.
ചെട്ടിസമുദായം പഴയ കാലത്ത് തന്നെ രാമനുമായിട്ട് പിന്നെ ത്രേതായുഗത്തിൽ തന്നെ ചെട്ടിമാരുമായിട്ടൊരു ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട പിന്നെ അംഗങ്ങളാണ്. ഈ കാട് മുഴുവൻ ഈ ശ്രീരാമനും സീതയും പാദപ്രശ്നം ചെയ്ത സ്ഥലങ്ങളാണ്.
The Waynadan Chettis and others believe that there was a monastery of Valmiki at Ponkuri, and it is heard that he uttered the first verse of Ramayana here. The local people here believe that the desolate goddess Sita, overwhelmed by grief, shed tears sitting under a tree. Those tears welled up and turned into lake of tears. This is holy water to the believers here. It is said that this lake covered by moss never dries up.
ശ്രീരാമനും പിന്നെ സീതയും ലവകുജന്മാരെല്ലാം കൂടി പൊൻകുഴിക്ക് യാത്രയായി. അങ്ങനെ പൊൻകുഴി വെച്ച് സീത പിന്നെ നേരത്തെ ഈ വനവാസം ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്ന സമയത്ത് സീത അവിടെ ഈ ദുഃഖം കൊണ്ട് നിവൃത്തിയില്ലാണ്ട് സീത കണ്ണീരിട്ടതായ സ്ഥലമാണ് അവിടെ ഈ പൊൻകുഴിയിലൊരു പിന്നെ കണ്ണീർ തടാകം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് തടാകമുണ്ട്.
Different beliefs are there on the lake of tears and other things. This is also a feature of orally narrated stories. According to the story, the desolate Sita was found by Munikumarins at Ponkuri and was taken to Valmiki Ashrama. During this journey, I could meet and renew friendship with many people who shared mythical stories at Ponkuri during my research days. My next trip is to Alumkalam, where I have visited many times before. This is a neighboring village of Ponkuri. Here the belief is that Alumkalam is the locale of Yagashva Bandhanam, a major one of the critical junctures in Valmiki Ramayana. This place remains as the same as I had witnessed in my research days. The myth prevailing here is so curious, and it goes like this. Sri Rama performed Ashwamedha Yagam after killing Ravana. The horse which was let loose reached Alumkalam, where lived Sita and Lavakushas. The horse was tethered on a tree by Lavakushas. They also defeated and captured Hanuman and his troop who followed the horse. Sri Rama, who reached the spot on the news, identified Sita and her children. The Alumkalam belief of this episode is that Yagashva was tied to this tree. The underneath of this tree is known as Lavakusha Temple.
ക്ഷേത്രത്തിൻ്റെ ഈ വസ്തു കൂടി ആലങ്കളത്ത് കൂടി അശ്വം ഇങ്ങനെ വന്ന സമയത്ത് ഇതിൻ്റെ ചെലമ്പടി കേട്ടിട്ട് ഈ ലവകുജന്മാർ പിന്നെ പിടിച്ചു കെട്ടി ഈ ആലങ്കളം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ക്ഷേത്രത്താണ് പിടിച്ചു കെട്ടിയത്.
Wayanad is very beautiful. Blue mountains seen everywhere. Beautiful valleys, wild animals wandering here and there, plantations of tea and coffee, beautiful streams, and images in the Edekal caves, which are 2,500 years old. Wayanad has been an inhabited land since very ancient time. The people here prefer agriculture. Out of 36 tribal sects in Kerala, 12 are in Wayanad. 90% of the Paniya community, the largest sect of the tribal in Kerala, is living in Wayanad. They commonly make their living as coolies. The major sects of the tribals are Paniya, Adiya, Katunaika and Kuruma. Their language is prosperous and rich with vocabulary. They have different beliefs and rituals. I could collect oral versions of Ramayana from all these major sects. The oral literature of tribal is rich with oral stories and folk songs. It is very recently that many of their groups got opportunity to study in regular schools. Valliyurkav Temple Festival is the largest festival in Wayanad, and on the festival day, Paniya communities were sold in slave trade by the landlords and Janmis. The government banned it by law only in the early 1970s. They were paid only a meager wage for their back-breaking work in the fields and homestead. The wage was paddy. Even young children lived their life looking after domestic animals and engaging in light works in fields and homestead. In spite of such a life, they kept as a treasure their traditional knowledge and oral literary possessions across generations. They staged Ramayana stories within their eyeshot. These oral Ramayana stories are intertwined with the cultural, social, and local features of Wayanad. According to them, Valmiki Maharshi, Rama, and Sita do not belong to some unknown religion, but they are own neighbors among themselves. The world classic among Ramayanas is Valmiki Ramayana, authored by Valmiki. My next journey was to Munipara, which is supposed to be the hermitage of Valmiki. There are people who believe that Valmiki is still meditating inside this cave. Some people say they hear Ramanama from the cave. A lot of myths exist in Ashramam Kolli connecting the cave with Valmiki. Valmiki's ashrama is on the opposite side of the field where Munipara is situated. This village is called Ashramam Kolli. When I visited Valmiki Ashrama 10 years ago, Mr. Prabhakaran, known as Prabhakaretan, had shared with me some stories, and now he is no more. It is said that Sita gave birth to Lava at this ashrama of Ashramam Kolli. 2 flowers remain blossomed across seasons on the tree at Ashramam Courtyard. These flowers are attributed to the puja of Sita. The Valmiki Ashrama is thatched with grass every year by the neighboring tribal. There are several versions of Ramayana stories in and out of India, but there are not many Valmiki ashramas and hermitages. Then I went to Shashimala, which is believed to be the place where Valmiki taught Lavakusha archery. It is heard that Shashimala was earlier known as Shishumala. This name emerged from the concept of baby Lavakushas. We can see Lavakusha Kava and Sita Lavakusha temple here. Nowhere else in India is a cave named after Lavakusha known to exist. My next destination is Eriyapalli, located between Sultan Batheri and Pulpalli. Here is an ancestral home of the Chatti community. I have visited this ancestral house many times. During the stay of Sita and Lavakusha at Pulpalli, they visited this house and asked for drinking water. This is the myth here. It is also heard that this family, which was impoverished before their visit, turned prosperous after Lavakusha's words of blessing.
സീത ഈ കാട്ടിൽ വന്ന് പ്രസവം കഴിഞ്ഞ് മാലിന്യ ആശ്രമത്തിലാണ് അടുത്താണ് ആശ്രമത്തിലാണ് പ്രസവിച്ചത് ലവകുശന്മാരെ. അവിടുന്ന് പിന്നെ ഇവർ പിന്നെ ഈ കാട്ടുകൂടെ തന്നെ അന്ന് മുതൽ ഇവിടെ ചെറിയൊരു പുൽപ്പുര കെട്ടിയിട്ട് അമ്മയ്ക്കും മക്കൾക്കുമായിട്ട് അമ്മയെ അവിടെ ഇരുത്തി, സീതാദേവി അവിടെ ഇരുത്തി, പിന്നെ ലവകുശന്മാരെ ഇവിടെ ഇരുത്തി.
In the courtyard of the Chetty ancestral home at Eriapalli, there is a Sita temple, and on the other side of the field, there is a Lavakusha temple. A lot of myths and beliefs exist around Lavakusha's visit at Eriapalli's ancestral house.
നമ്മളിവിടുത്തെ വെളിച്ചപ്പാടാണ്.
നിങ്ങൾ എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് ഇവിടെ
കെട്ടിയാടുന്നത്? ലവകുശന്മാരെ കെട്ടിയാടാണ്. രാത്രി ഇവിടെ അമ്മയുടെ വെളിച്ചപ്പാടും കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ വഴിപാട് വഴി സ്വീകരിക്കലുണ്ട്. സീതാദേവിയുടെ രാവിലെ അക്കരെ അവരുടെ മക്കളെ കൊണ്ടാടലും ഇതൊക്കെയാണ്.
What is peculiar about the Ramayana stories popular between Ponkuri and Pulpalli is that a single story has several versions. Pulpalli, Pul meaning grass and Palli meaning take rest, is supposed to be the place where Rama took rest on grass. Pulpalli is common in the stories shared by the Adiyar, Kurmas and Chettis of Wayanad. The temple is governed by the Munikans trust. Munikas mean Lavakushas. This temple has been referred by William Logan in the history of Parashi, who led the anti-British revolt. Sita Devi temple at Pulpalli has a significant place in the stories popular between Ponkuri and Pulpalli. Close to Pulpalli is situated Jadayattakkavu. This is where Sita is supposed to have gone Antardhana, meaning underground. When Sita was sinking into the earth, Rama caught her by her hair, Jada, and it was cut off. This is the myth behind Jadayattakkavu.
അശ്വമേധ യാഗത്തിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ശ്രീരാമൻ അയച്ച അശ്വത്തെ ലവകുശന്മാർ ഇവിടെ പിടിച്ചു കെട്ടിയെന്നും അങ്ങനെ ഇത് കണ്ട് ശ്രീരാമനും മറ്റ് ഇവരൊക്കെ വന്ന് നോക്കുമ്പോൾ സീതാദേവിനെ കണ്ട് സന്തുഷ്ടയായ ഒരു സന്ദർഭത്തിൽ സീതാദേവി എല്ലാം ത്യജിച്ച് ഭൂമിയിലേക്ക് അന്തർധാനം ചെയ്യപ്പെട്ടു എന്നാണ് ഐതിഹ്യം. അങ്ങനെ ഭൂമിയിലേക്ക് പോകുന്ന ശ്രീരാമന് സീതാദേവിയുടെ മുടി മാത്രമാണ് കിട്ടിയത്. അങ്ങനെ ജടയറ്റ അമ്മയായിട്ട് പിന്നെ കാലാന്തരം കൊണ്ട് ചേടാറ്റിലമ്മ എന്നുള്ള സങ്കല്പത്തിൽ ഇവിടെ.
Several legends exist around Jadayattakkavu. New stories are being made on the basis of this myth. The believers hold that Antardhanam took place inside this temple and its marks still remain here. The next place I visited is Tirunelli, which is known as the Kashi of the South. Tirunelli is a storehouse of myths. Tirunelli is the cradle of myths both among the elite and subaltern Hindus. Many of the myths exactly recreate the ancient legends in this locality. There is also a myth saying that Sri Rama visited Tirunelli temple for Ravana Nigraha on the instruction of Munis. It is heard that Brahmagiri hill seen behind this temple is the site of Brahma's yaga. According to the believers, the rivulet Papanashini is as holy as Ganga in the ancient legends. A bath in Papanashini will absolve one as in the case of holy Ganga of Kashi. Hindus believe that performing rituals here will cause the souls of the dead enter the heaven. According to the myth, Sri Rama, Lakshmana, Parashurama and even rishis have paid obeisance to forefathers known as Pitrukarmam at Papanashini. Today, Papanashini dries up completely as the summer approaches. What makes me sad is the death of those who shared their stories and beliefs in my research days. The chief one among them is Matei, the leader of Adiya community at Trishlari. His contributions of the Adiya Ramayana has been included in my writing the Ramayana of Wayanad under the title Adiya Ramayana.
ಕಥೆ ನಡೆದದು ಪಂಟು ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಕಾಲത്തിന് സീതനെ ഞമ്മണ്ടാൾക്കാർ ഇൻകെ പട്ടണം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞൊരു പട്ടണമുണ്ട്. ആ പട്ടണത്തിൽ കൊണ്ടുപോയി.
ഏത് പട്ടണം?
എൻകെ പട്ടണം. ആ പട്ടണത്തിൽ ഇവിടുന്ന് രാമന്റെ അടുത്തിന് കൊണ്ടുപോയി, കത്തിച്ച് കൊണ്ടുപോയി കഴിഞ്ഞു. ലങ്കയിലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുപോയി. ലങ്കയിലെ പറയുള്ളൂ. അപ്പൊ കത്ത് കൊണ്ടുപോയി പോകുമ്പോഴേക്കും അവിടെ ചെന്നപ്പോ സീത പറഞ്ഞു 12 കൊല്ലം.
In the long saga narrated by Matei, the Ramayana story takes place completely in Wayanad district and the neighboring Coorg of Karnataka. The story is enacted by Adivasis. Moreover, it remarkably blends with the contemporary problems they undergo. In Matei's story, even Lanka is not very far off, rather only on the other side of a river. The most important feature of this oral Ramayana is that it is free from war. This story of abounding geography and scenery of Wayanad is characterized by Mallappa, Nenjappa and Siddappa, who are the gods and goddesses of Adiya tribal community. This is similar to Chandrabati Ramayana of Bengal, in which the local gods like Manasa, Banadurga, Sulapati, Sitala and Shasti appear in the story. Matei, who is illiterate and was slave for 30 years, has narrated not only Ramayana but also Mahabharata in his own way. The Ayodhya in the story of Matei is located at Iruppu in Coorg. According to his story, it is to Iruppu that Rama and his team returned from Wayanad. In Thailand, where Ramayana stories are very popular, there is the very place named Ayodhya. I remember my visit to Iruppu with Matei in my research days. There is a palmeria tree inside Rameshwara temple. People of Iruppu believe this tree to have grown from the hair-decorating Ashoka flower of Sita fallen down when Ravana was stealing her away. A number of Ashoka trees can be seen in the premise of Iruppu temple. The famous fountain of Iruppu is known as Lakshman Tirtha, which also carries many myths. Most of them are related to Lakshmana. Most oral traditions of Wayanad and Ramayana stories are related to Sita's forest dwelling and the period after that. These subaltern Ramayanas are not the exact copies of the Valmiki Ramayana. They undermine the conventionally heard version and connect the past and present by uprooting its time. Ramayana scholars and historians have observed different tellings of Ramayana stories which are popular in various parts of India and in many foreign countries. The Ramayana stories of Wayanad are such tellings.
Ramayana comes into existence at all times, whether in oral form or written form. India is not the only country where this happens. It is happening all over the Asian continent. A large number of communities have been energized by this creative interpretation of Ramayana. The process is continuing. The different texts of Ramayana are full of the elements of human experience, social varieties, and the lifestyle of the local people. they are capable of conversing with each individual and the world around. They are multiple voices from different contexts. They can reveal many a truth. In some, through the Rama stories, a new religio-cultural space is created for understanding the cultural pluralities of India.
In India and abroad, Ramayana is popular as a cultural text rather than a religious one. Just like the Hindus, Jains, Buddhists, Muslims, Dalits and Adivasis are more or less influenced by Ramayana stories. This is the epic literature spread outside India across countries such as China, Indonesia, Malaysia, Taiwan, Japan, Vietnam, Bhutan, Burma, Ceylon and Philippines. In this sense, Ramayana is more an Asian epic than an Indian one.